Review of the Worker Retaliator Pump Grip. Included is the grip, the metal rails, a foregrip that you can then attach to the bottom rail. I assume that's lubricant, and the hardware including the Allen keys and screws. After you install the components, there's no reason for the packaging, but it is a nice touch. Worker is a company that sells things through Taobao, the Chinese eBay, that's from China. This component is a pump action grip that goes into your Retaliator as a kit, which allows you to pump the Retaliator as opposed to rocking the top slide. And as we all know, pump action is a whole lot faster and generally just easier and better than a top slide like this. So the installation of this kit is pretty easy if you mod, but keep in mind it's not like buying a Worker brand stock and just throwing it on. You do have to disassemble the Retaliator in order to take this slide off, put a brass fitting into the bolt sled, and then you reassemble, and then you can bolt the rest on from the outside. But it does require taking apart the blaster. I don't think there's any way around that. The construction of the kit is mostly metal. The pump handle here is metal, the rod is metal, and the fittings are metal. The screws are pretty high quality, and then the foregrip here is plastic. The foregrip is detachable if you want more of a traditional pump grip. However, this is metal and it's also very short, so I would not really recommend it. It's a whole lot easier to pump it with the whole grip. And if you can't tell, the pump grip actually rides along the Retaliator rail down here, so when you're pulling on it, it's just racking through the slide here. And you do have to modify the rail system by dremeling off that little bit. So the whole modification took me far less than 30 minutes, but I'm pretty acclimated to Retaliators, so if you've never opened one, it might take you a little bit longer. I can't imagine a casual buying a kit like this because you want to upgrade your spring, you want to take out your locks, re-lubricate everything. If you're going to put the money and time into a pump grip, you want to pump up everything else by disassembling it anyways. So operation of the pump kit is very fast. The pump is also very smooth. I was expecting a bit more friction because it rides along this rail, but it's very smooth. If you paint your blasters, this will most likely, or this will almost definitely chip your paint. This is a metal piece grinding away on plastic, so I imagine it might loosen up over time, and if you paint this bottom rail, you're going to be chipping paint off. No big deal. I think it's definitely worth it. And you're going to have chipped paint anyways with the Retaliator because this slide generally loosens up your clear coat, and over time, over a month or a year, you're going to chip that paint anyways. So hopefully you understand what's going on here. My overall opinion of the kit is extremely high. I was not actually anticipating enjoying this kit, to be honest, just because I don't like the Retaliator very much, but I mostly don't like it because it's a top loader and it's just annoying to prime it like that. Now it feels very similar to an Elite Alpha Trooper, and because Elite Alpha Troopers are becoming harder to find, they're getting more expensive, this is a great alternative to that if you want to use a spring primary. The build construction of the kit definitely exceeded my expectations. It's pretty much perfect. I would not change anything, and that's pretty rare for an upgrade part. Usually I want to tweak little things. I do like the vertical grip. It is sort of reminiscent of the standard Retaliator because of the standard Retaliator grip, wherever that is this thing. Similar dimensions, it's obviously different, and it's obviously black. That would be something that I think would be a nice option, to have a blue or a white option instead of just black, for people who don't want to actually paint their stuff, because black is very aggressive, and we are playing with toys. Of course, you could always couple it with a black Worker stock in order to have more black on the gun to sort of balance out the off-white. Overall opinion's very high. I would highly recommend checking out this pump grip if you're the type to use a Retaliator as a primary. If you put your money and time into this, I would definitely recommend getting in a new primary spring to make it shoot a little harder, taking out some locks so you can go faster, and re-lubricating everything. Then that's actually a viable primary. Strife is still going to wreck you because the Strife rate of fire is much higher, but I know some people dig their springers. That's cool. Overall opinion of the Worker pump grip, again, is very high. Link in the description box below to the Taobao site if you're interested in purchasing one. Thanks for watching.